there you go. You might have just made a new friend. So you can imagine what would happen if you knew everybody in this room, and you knew what their gifts were, and they knew what your gifts were. So even if we feel like we're alone, we really aren't. Thanks. And thanks to Clinton NLP. And I want to give a special thank you to my son, Alex, for sharing me with so many people, even when he's not crazy about the idea.
Yeah, those little ones. And they still show up. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So thank you, Sylvia. We are so honored to have you here. And enjoy yourself. Make sure you visit her booth today. She's going to present her beautiful skills to the world, as well as all those other wonderful exhibitors that we're having. So make sure after this little meeting, which is going to be 15 more minutes, then you go downstairs and enjoy the booth and get all those wonderful treatments and yeah, check out what we have to offer, because there's lots of good stuff going on. I would like to take the opportunity to thank a few people who have made a huge, huge difference in bringing this community together and making this expo happen. I would like to ask Jen to come up here. Jen is the face of Quantum NLP in Utah since I've been gone so much, and she's my cohort. We've been best friends for 18 years. We go together. We're getting in trouble. We're sisters in crime. If we're not, yeah, you can find us anywhere in this community doing anything that is fun and exciting. And I'm deeply, deeply grateful for the incredible work you've put into this expo, bringing these beautiful people together, making such an amazing event happen. And I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
Blue. She gets the blue. So there's just a little token of appreciation in there, and I want to get you a very, very warm round of applause.
I want to make sure that you each individually thank Christiane for brainstorming about having this event. It happened. We started this 6 years ago. She's like, what do you think about this idea? And we started at a little Victorian house. You were there. I don't know who else was there. The original, our original cohorts. So we're just going to keep expanding this and growing this and connecting this. So thank you, everybody. And if you have any questions, come see me.
And the other person I would like to honor is Donna. Goddess and the communications queen, and she's also a fantastic creative designer, and she makes us look so good. So Donna, I want to thank you for all that hard work you put into this. You have mastered this organization thing. I want to thank you so much. And I mean, I kept telling her, Donna, there are no words to express my gratitude that I have for you. So I have a little token of appreciation for you also. And get some good rest. That's what this is all about, because she's been working her butt off. So, Donna, you deserve some rest, okay?
All right.
And thank you so, so very much for all these incredibly beautiful signs, for communicating with the exhibitors. You did a masterpiece. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You will see many people running around with the volunteer signs, Expo staff. Those are the people who are dedicating their time. So we have 2 people who are taking care of the presenters. We have many people roaming around out there. Those are all students from Quantum NLP. I thank all of you very, very much for contributing their time. And I also want to honor the Salt Lake Community College, because they are the best partners you can ever imagine working with. So if you have some kind of event, please check out Larry H. Miller Center. They are a fantastic facility to work with. I would like to honor our sponsors. Donna Weisinger and Sisters in Action is one of our sponsors. Bill and Suzanne June from the Lotus, which you can also see downstairs. Angela Gifford and Greg Carter from the Transformation Station. And of course, Sylvia Nibley from our Community Connection and the Conscious Business Circle. And then I would like to take a very short moment and take that energy that we are generating here together today and send it to Japan. There is so much going on right now in this world, and it's not just this little snapshot what's happening this week. It was New Zealand the week before, it was Indonesia. I mean, there's so much stuff going on right now, and I'm really stepping away from this whole fear and panic attitude of like, oh no, it's so bad, and what's going on with the earth. It's more like the Eckhart Tolle attitude of like, hey, it is what it is, and what do we want to do with it. And that's, I think, puts this whole context of this expo in an even more important role of community coming together and raising consciousness because, and I know I'm saying the crazy stuff now, some of us believe that it can even change weather patterns. Okay, guys? Okay, I see some nods. Good, I'm not going out to eat. So you understand that what you're doing here right now with other people does have a global effect. So let's stop and drop into that heart space for a moment and really hold that space for everybody on this earth right now who needs some more resource, who is hurting right now, where there is drama in their life. And let's just send them the energy that we have in the abundance, in that prosperity that we are in. Okay, so let's just take a moment, please. And as you are already in that space of opening your heart, I think I'm going to just take that as a sequence and take it right into the keynote, which is all about how can you expand your heart, how can you expand your mind to a new level of thinking. And that's what this little keynote in a nutshell is all about. I'm going to dump on you in 15 minutes, literally, what I've learned in the last 20 years. Ever since I started my journey on like, oh, I have something to do with how my life ends up. I can co-create it. Ooh, that's exciting stuff. Then you throw some quantum physics into it, you throw some law of attraction into it. All of a sudden, you have a methodology. And you all know that I'm an NLP trainer, so I'm looking at the whole thing from an NLP slant. So I would like to offer you here in the next 10-15 minutes some insights, some encouragement, some feedback that you can take home and really practically do something with, okay? So what we're doing today is, my intent is to open your eyes, to open your ears, and open your sense, your kinesthetic sense, to a world out there that is so much bigger, that is so much more intense than what we can see with our physical eyes, what we can hear with our physical ears, or touch with our hands. There is so much more stuff out there, and I believe that you guys are already very open to this way of thinking, otherwise you wouldn't come to this kind of an expo, right? If you're not interested in raising consciousness, why should you even be here? So I'm assuming that there is a certain level of understanding why you were already attracted here. And I'm just going to take you guys to the next level. Whatever your personal next level is. Perhaps there is someone who's never even heard of the law of attraction who's coming here for the first time. Someone who might have seen a secret for the first time a week ago. I know some of you are the old dogs. You've been doing this for 50 years. So wherever you're at, take it to your next level, okay? Because no matter where you're at, there's always a next level. The second you climb one mountain, oh gosh, there's so much more that I can discover. So just make that your intent for right now, that you will take it somehow to the next level that is appropriate in your personal evolution. So the number one word that I would like to put up here is the word perception, because that's what it's all about. As you change your perception, you change your world. And so there are a couple of facts that I simply assume that everybody in this room is at least open to or already full-heartedly agrees with, which is the idea that we create our own reality. When I tell my son, hey Grayson, we have Law of Attraction Club, do you want to come? He tells me, boring. I'm like, come on, you got to learn about the Law of Attraction. Mom, I know the Law of Attraction. Because he was 11 years old, he grew up with that. To him that's normal, it's a no-brainer. That's the kind of stuff that we're still learning, that we're opening ourselves up to and redoing 30, 40 years of conditioning, saying, okay, I'm in charge of creating my own reality. So that's something I'm taking as a given in this room, that people are at least open to that idea, that reality doesn't just happen out there and influences us, we are also influencing the reality from what happens in here. And then the second fact is that everything in the universe is one. It doesn't matter how different we are and how separated we are on this surface structure of different expressions of that oneness. When you really boil it down to the more fundamental levels of existence, everything is made of energy. We are all connected. There is a reason that you're thinking of your friend and all of a sudden they call you. You're thinking of your mom who's in a different country and she emails you. How can this happen? That's because we are all connected in that energy field. We call it the field, the morphogenetic field. There are so many beautiful words for that, and that's what scientists and spiritual people are agreeing on now. There is something that is beyond us that we now can start measuring. We have actually a lady who does aura measurement downstairs, so you can immediately check it out. That connects all of us at a very deep, deep fundamental level where we all literally are one. And that's that incredible power that we have, and that's how we can make a difference in this world. So not only do you go through your life by yourself, and of course you're an organism within yourself, you're made of many, many, many parts, and the whole point is to get all of those parts into alignment so that you can move forward in grace and beauty in your life. That's pretty much, I would say, the purpose. And then, when you think about relating with other people, how can you use your energy to contribute to a system? So when I'm in a system with you, what can I bring to enhance the system? Because right now, quantum physics very, very clearly teaches us, and that's the difference between Newtonian and quantum thinking. When you go very straightforward, well, this is matter and law of gravity and all the good stuff that Newton is teaching us, and we go back to that normal mathematical equation, 1 + 1, your logical mind, of course, says equals 2. When we take that equation into the quantum world, then 1 + 1 does not equal 2. It equals 2 plus. When someone is sick and I'm sitting with that sick person and I'm sending them my energy and my intent for healing, then that person will have an effect because of that. There is an immediate relationship between me and that other person.